Wait a minute, let me ask you a question first.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm from?
No.
Okay.
What do you think of when you think of America?
The ugly American.
All right. What's important to you?
Freedom.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
I don't know, I'm on a trip. I'm from the East Coast. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm traveling the United States.
Great. Thanks.
I find people fascinating.
What's the 3 questions?
What do you think of when you think of America?
It sucks.
What's important to you?
A good president.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Poverty.
Great, thanks.
No worries.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Large landmass.
All right. What's important to you?
Not having to worry about oppression.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring or mundane?
Can you say that again?
What are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring or mundane?
Just the fact that people can ask questions like this and not be hassled about it.
Yeah, well, you might be surprised how much I am, but... All right, thanks a lot.
It makes me happy to see someone be able to do this, and I'm happy to do it, you know.
Cool, I appreciate it, thanks.
Yeah, no problem, appreciate the cigarette.
It's not always like this.
Hi. Can I ask you 3 questions for a project I'm working on? No? Okay. Hi. Can I ask you 3 questions for a project I'm working on? Okay. Hi. Can I ask you 3 questions for a project I'm working on? Hi. Can I ask you 3 questions for a project I'm working on?
Sure.
All right. What do you think of when you think of America?
The country I live in.
What's important to you?
Family, friends.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might think is boring?
Guitar building.
Immediately I discovered there were 2 types of people. People that would answer the questions, and people who wouldn't answer the questions and didn't want to be filmed.
Right on. Thanks.
No problem.
What do you think of when you think of America?
I don't know, a place of false hopes and dreams.
All right. What's important to you?
Life.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is boring?
Enlightenment.
It's great, thanks. All right. What do you think of when you think of America?
I think it's Star Wars in the Senate, shrouded by the dark side. We don't realize it.
All right. What's important to you?
Just try to be aware of everything that's going on.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Getting back to the sensuality that was once so common in the Kama Sutra days, where they actually like practiced athleticism for enhanced pleasure in situations, rather than just allow themselves to get fat off Jack in the Box and lose a couple inches on their penis because they got fatter. you know? Had to do some acrobatic sex.
All right.
I hadn't really thought about how much time we all spend eating before. And here we are.
Okay. What do you think of when you think of America?
Well, I used to think about that Indian in that commercial that stands up and he sees a little bit of trash and the tear falls out of his eye. But now I realize what kind of racist schmuck that was. At any rate, I think of a train wreck. I think we've gone horribly awry. It used to mean freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of religion, freedom of being. And mostly these days it means of not being. We're just spreading the message of don't be like that, be like me. Or be dead. So I think mostly America.
Okay, what's important to you?
Poetry.
Yeah.
Sex. Music. Art. Friends. The sun shining. Green stuff. Everything that's living. Laughter. Connection.
Okay, what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Walking. It really makes me happy when I can do it and straight and all that other stuff. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Eileen was diagnosed with MS, so that may provide some perspective. Turns out it's substantially easier to get my friends to answer 3 questions than people on the street.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Good and bad.
Would you like to elaborate on that at all? Or are you just going to go with that? I mean, I know what that means, but
Well,
maybe it doesn't matter, huh?
I mean, it's so immense. It's so intense. It's so motherfucking relentless. It's too much to say in a soundbite. Yo, yo, yo.
What's important to you?
What's important to me? About America or about...
What's important to you?
Sanity, health, love.
What are you excited about right now that other people would consider mundane?
The kick-ass food I just made and I'm eating.
What do you think of when you think of America?
America? I don't know. I don't think of anything.
Okay, what's important to you?
What's important to me? A lot of stuff. My girlfriend, my friends, my happiness, my friend's happiness.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
It's crappy music we're playing. That's not crappy. We're finding our way.
Great, thanks.
It's like we're going through a jungle. Uncharted territory, somewhat.
So, when you think of America, what do you think of?
That kid fucking the apple pie in that one movie.
When I recorded this interview, I hadn't quite defined my questions to the extent that I had later when I did them. What do you think of when you think of America is different than what do you think of America? a subtle yet very real difference. Watch me screw up the next question, asking now rather than just what's important to you.
Okay. What's important to you right now?
Getting laid.
Well, what are you excited about right now that a lot of people might think was mundane?
Sewing.
That's great. What do you think of when you think of America?
America?
Yeah.
Lack of culture.
What's important to you?
Food.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Food.
Great, thanks. You want to go?
Same thing.
Yeah. What do you think of when you think of America?
Burning.
And what's important to you?
Sun.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Shoes.
Do you have a lot of shoes?
No.
Oh? Do you know the question?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to go. I'm nervous.
You don't?
Hey, make him go.
Here,
I was gonna say the same thing as her. Burning. That made perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of America. And oh, what's the next one?
What's important to you?
What's important to me? Food. See, he stole my answers, and I was gonna say food.
That's okay. Food's important to a lot of people.
Yeah. Free food. Free food.
Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving. Yes.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
My new apartment.
Right on. Cool. You don't want to go? You don't have to.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Groups are different than individuals. I probably wouldn't have gotten her to answer the questions had she not been in a group.
What do I think of when I think of America?
Yes.
The name of a woman.
Okay.
Okay, what was the next one?
What's important to you?
The Snow Isle Natural Food Co-op. Okay.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Recycled paper bags.
Great. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate all your help.
Turns out all these people worked at a food co-op, so location is also important.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Oh boy, so much stuff. Yeah. Boy, I don't know.
Okay. What's important to you?
I think my family, my wife, my life,
Okay.
myself.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might think is mundane?
Being here at badminton. I'm telling you, this is it.
All right. What do you think of when you think of America?
Destruction.
What's important to you?
Life, love, and calm serenity.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might think is mundane?
Badminton.
Thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
War.
What's important to you?
What's important to me? Friends.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Badminton.
All right. Okay. What do you think of when you think of America?
Hyundai.
Thank you.
Freedom and bullying.
And what?
Bullying.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Big Brother.
What's important to you?
Health.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
My new bicycle.
Oh, that's mundane.
I got it on Craigslist. It's a baby blue boy's bike. I don't even know how many speeds it has. It's kind of rusted, but it fits me great. I love it.
Excellent. Oh. What do you think of when you think of America?
When I think of America, right now I think of pre-war Germany and how that, when they came for the Jews, I didn't say anything because I wasn't a Jew. Think of asking them like, well, when Hitler came to power, didn't you know something was going on? And and people have their various reasons for inaction, and so I think that we're currently in a similar time.
What's important to you?
Well, that it would be important operating from a position of love, courage, and compassion instead of anger, fear, and hate and greed and pettiness and all what I believe we're doing increasingly since Bush came into office. So.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
I'm gradually getting a bachelor's in physics, one class at a time through the tuition exemption. So I'm taking I'm taking thermal physics this summer, 224. I already got the textbooks and everything. It's going to rock.
Great. Thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
The Iraq War, actually.
Flags, 4th of July.
What?
Flags, 4th of July.
What's important to you?
About America?
In general, my wife.
Yeah. Kittens.
And we have both.
Happiness.
At least I have both. You don't have you.
Shortly into the project, I'd managed to define the 3 questions that I was going to be asking. The first was designed to have people reflect on something that was outside of themselves that they were a part of. The second was created so that they could reflect upon something about themselves, and it was interesting to see the effect of memory, which drug elements of the first question into the second question. The third question, which was almost exactly the same as the second question, seemed to be where people were drawn out even more into revealing something about themselves.
What's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
I had that question on a personality friendship
I remember answering that once before, so I don't know if it's fair, but...
Busted. I'd snatched the third question from my sister.
I'm always excited about going to school, which other people think is mundane. In our immediate present, we just got a fence built in the backyard, which is pretty mundane, but we're excited about that.
All right.
I'm excited about hanging out with my brother and getting rid of some stuff and maybe getting some new junk. I'm excited about doing well at my job and going on an Alaska cruise, but that's not mundane. That's exciting. We're always excited to go home and get the kitties. Oh, we're excited about watching the next season of West Wing on DVD.
Ah, yes.
And Law and Order.
What do you think of when you think of America?
That's a good question
That's
for
a
him.
surprise. I think right now a lot of arrogance.
Okay. What's important to you?
To me? I think happiness and like family life.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
The stuff I'm working on at work.
Okay. All right, your turn.
When I think of America, I think of lost pride.
Okay.
What's important to me? I also think a satisfying life that I don't need to save the world, but I want to be important to my friends and help on the smaller scale.
Okay.
And then what am I excited about right now? I might find mundane. I'm excited about buying a pair of shoes to go with my wedding dress.
All right. Great. Thanks.
Please ask us about chicks.
No,
don't ask me.
Okay. What do you think of when you think of America?
Very beautiful land. It's peaceful.
Freedom. I think of freedom.
All right. What's important to you?
Family.
Rights, you know, and looking for the best of all good, you know, good of other people.
All right. And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider boring?
Going to the Everett Hawks game because they are gonna lay some motherfuckers. Boom! Out. I'm fired up, bro.
That question?
What are you excited about right now that other people might consider boring or mundane?
Yes, we can. Come on.
Right now, it's exciting. I couldn't tell you right now. You might want to erase that part.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have.
I didn't mean to get out of control and let
Oh
me
no,
get
it's
but
good.
That was my honest answer.
That's good. What do you think of when you think of America?
Freedom.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's?
I do. Soldiers, eagles,
Yeah.
camouflage.
Okay.
All right. What's important to you?
Family.
Freedom of speech.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane or boring?
Please drive. Right now.
Nothing. I don't really have anything.
I'm thinking about going to a bar and doing
Ow.
some dancing. Maybe some people don't like that.
All right. That's great. Thanks a lot.
You betcha.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Fat white man. How much I hate George W. Bush. Fucker.
Gigantic obese horrible fashion. Walmart.
McDonald's.
Okay. What's important to you?
My family and friends.
Life itself.
Respect for myself. Freedom.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
My boyfriend coming home.
School.
Gay pride.
Great, thanks.
I wasn't very far into the project when I had an existential crisis. The people I was interviewing were those who would respond to me. I was seeing myself in them. Moreover, as I began interviewing more friends and acquaintances, the responses had even more to do with me and what I knew of them. I'd set out to make a movie about people. I felt like I was making a movie about myself.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Complicated.
What's important to you?
Money and mental well-being.
What are you excited about right now that most people would consider mundane?
Going home and spanking my girl on the left cheek while she rubs my butt.
That's perfect. Thanks.
I'm happy about it. Excited.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Shit. Oh, yeah, I guess that's my answer now. What do I think of when I think of America? Well, on the positive side, I think of it as a cultural mixing ground, mingling, whatever they call that pot thing. Sometimes I think about pot, but I think that the good thing about America is it allows different cultures to come together and blend, and that's what America has become, and that's what America, I hope, is becoming, is the homogeneous earth, you know, and then at the same time I see everybody in their own little boxes, not wanting to connect with each other. So I see America as a, there's probably a bigger word that I can't think of, but you know, I think of it as a contradiction.
What's important to you?
What's important to me? My happiness, my friend's happiness, which is probably more important to me than my own happiness. What's important to me?
Okay. And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Well, there's the safety glass collection, but that's kind of waning. That other people might think mundane. I think more things are mundane that other people are doing. I have no. What am I doing that I'm excited about that other people might think is mundane? Well, most of the exciting things I'm doing, other people are excited about. So I don't know. I can't answer that question flat off the top of my head because I'm not a mundane person.
What do you think of when you think of America?
What do I think of when I think of America? I think of a really large nation that has all kinds of potential and squanders it almost every day.
What's important to you?
What's important to me is that people learn to get along.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
I'm really excited to that I have a recent business transaction that is on a handwritten piece of paper. That it's got calligraphy and everything else, and that there's to an otherwise mundane transaction kind of a fun artistic element, and that we can still slip that stuff into otherwise mundane business practices.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Not much. Where I live.
What's
apple pie.
What's important to you?
Health.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Sleeping tiger.
Great. Thanks.
Sleeping tiger is a yoga position. This is my friend demonstrating sleeping tiger. This would generally be done for a long period of time, say at least 20 minutes. Try it out.
What do you think of when you think of America?
When I think of America, okay, I think we have a long way to go before people are really and truly free.
All right. What's important to you?
As far as getting world peace, starting with the African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanic races.
All right. And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane or uninteresting?
Well, going canoe riding, horseback riding, getting back to nature, learning how to farm.
Right on. Great, thanks a lot.
Sure.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Freedom.
Okay, what's important to you?
Being happy.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Well, I'm into horses, and so my horse excites me.
That's great, thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
I think of freedom and being able to do what I want to do without people messing with me.
Okay. What's important to you?
Pretty much the same thing.
The same thing as what? Oh, what you just said.
Yeah, being able to do what I want to do and not have people mess with me.
All right. And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
My 68 Camaro.
Right on. What do you think of when you think of America?
I don't know. War mostly.
What's important to you?
Playing pool and drinking beer.
What are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Finding out if this guitar works.
What do you think of when you think of America?
A lot of fat people. And but like a lot of opportunities, like, you know, there's just, you can do like all kinds of stuff, you know, just, I don't know, there's many things that you can, like, places to go and people to see, and like people doing very clever stuff.
Alright, what's important to you?
Relationships.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Math, matrices. Well, I don't know whether people would think it was mundane. You know, I'm definitely thinking and excited about a lot of like math and computer stuff.
All right.
That I don't get to talk about very much because most people don't like give a shit.
It's great, thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
I think of a place for progress and you know, learning, a lot of learning.
What's important to you?
My family.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Might think it's boring. Well, right now I feel excited about, you know, about like, I don't know. I'm thinking going back to school, so that's something exciting for me.
All right.
Thinking doing something like that.
What do you think of when you think of America?
It's chaos.
All right. What's important to you?
Something more than comfort and money.
You want to be a little more specific, or is that it?
Oh, what we're really
just
matter?
something?
Yeah. Anything other than comfort and money.
Okay.
Just the moment.
All right. What are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Everything I do. Absolutely everything. Whether it's my hobbies or things that we're interested in work, all of it is mundane. But I'm excited about trying to start a new career.
Okay.
Hello, I have absolutely nothing interesting to say.
I need to ask you 3 questions.
Oh.
Okay. What do you think of when you think of America?
Arrogance.
And what's important to you?
Me. No. Yeah, no, that's pretty much true.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
It's exciting to me right now that other people might consider mundane. Nothing's jumping to mind. I wish I could say I had something profound, but I've lost it on that one. What do people consider mundane? You know, I went swimming in the ocean last week, and that just felt really good. It just felt right. So
great.
That's about it.
That's great. Thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
I don't really think of America.
All right. What's important to you?
My friends, family.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is boring?
I have no idea.
What made me think I'm so interesting someone would want to watch a movie about me?
What do you think of when you think of America?
Pollution.
And what's important to you?
Love.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Basketball.
Great, thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is sadness, and secondly, concrete and hope.
All right. What's important to you?
Personally, or about America? completely separate question. Fulfillment.
All right. And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
My family.
Great. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Oppression and shattered hopes.
What's important to you?
Guess what would be important to me would be my choices and freedom to express them, freedom to make them.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
That I've got a bunch of test tubes that I could do that could do resin casting in.
Alright, thanks.
Cool.
What do you think of when you think of America?
When I think of America, I think of most progressive and industrial and free nation in the world.
What's important to you?
What's important to me? Family, friends, relationships.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
The internet. I don't think that we've really seen the end scale. We don't see this have an idea of the scope of how vast the internet is and how important global communication is, instantaneous global communication, how it affects societies and the process of thought and culture and how it's shared. It's incredible. It's never happened in the course of human history, and it's just happened in the past few years. We're in the throes of it.
Right on. Thanks.
You're welcome.
What do you think of when you think of America?
America? Oh man, I think it's the best country you can live. It's a great country. I really like it. I live here almost all my life. I'm very happy man. I like it.
What's important to you? What's important to you?
The most important for me is my family. Because for me, family is first. Anything about money or whatever, family is first for me.
Okay. And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane? Or, you know, kind of common or boring?
I don't understand that one. I don't understand.
You don't understand that.
What do you say?
What are you excited about right now that most other people probably wouldn't be?
Oh, I'm very excited because I got to the doctor a few days ago. She told me I'm okay. My head is #1. She said, congratulations, you #1. Means I don't have nothing. I'm very exciting, you know.
Wow, that's
because
great.
I think it's a gift, you know. God gave me a beautiful gift. You know what I mean? Better than money, better than anything else is my health. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I'm very excited because now I can do so many things.
All right.
Think about emotion in your future, you know. Because I know I got a long way to go.
That's perfect.
Movies are generally about the director and whatever views they care to express. I stepped into my role with acceptance. Clearly, there was no way to extract myself from the work. The work and I were intrinsically interconnected. Amen.
What were the questions?
What do you think of when you think of America?
When I think of America, I think that immigrants have a lot better ideas about it. Like they understand the ideal of it a lot better and they make it work. So I don't know, I think the American dream can actually happen, you know. You get 14 people living in one spot all working towards one goal, then you get a restaurant, then you go, you know, then you work towards making your children have it better off than you did. I think that a lot of people are selfish and think that they already deserve automatically what you really need to work for. But it's all about choices.
What's important to you?
Lots of things are important to me. My dog is what's most important to me.
Okay. What are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Montreal, and then over to Peterborough, Ontario for Punkfest, which excites me just because I know all of the locals there. And to everyone else, it might, you know, the party probably has died out for them because it's not thousands of people anymore. But to me, it's like a good 30 people out in the middle of the woods drinking, fighting, and fucking, and that's what it's all about.
Right on. Thanks a lot. What do you think of when you think of America?
Land of the free and the home of the brave.
What's important to you?
Freedom.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is mundane?
Just the everyday things of life. Everything. It's lovely.
Great.
That's it.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
For whatever reason, girls were more difficult targets. I was surprised when she agreed to answer the questions.
What do you think of when you think of America?
I try not to think of America.
What's important to you?
Wow, these are pretty intense questions, yeah.
I'm glad.
I don't know.
You don't know what's important to you?
No.
Okay. What are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane or boring?
Mundane or boring? Finnish movies?
Finnish movies? Like Aki Kaurismäki?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some of his pictures.
Yeah, he's a good one.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
What do you think of when you think of America?
I don't know.
What?
Freedom, I guess.
Okay. What's important to you?
Like in what sense? Just in general. I don't know. I'm really bad at that. I don't know. Okay, give me the next one. I'll think about that one.
Okay, what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Moving home for a job. Moving away from here for a job.
Oh.
Everyone's not very excited about it, but I am.
Good deal. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Trash.
What's important to you?
Friends.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
Diagrams.
Great.
This keychain.
Thanks.
You're so welcome.
What do you think of when you think of America?
I think about a lot of greed. Excess.
Okay. What's important to you?
My friends. Like perfect answer.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Sewing.
Really? Thanks.
Sure.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Hold on.
Alright.
Well, I'll be. That's what I think of when I think of America.
What do I think of when I think of America?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Freedom?
Okay.
It's a hard question.
Alright, what's important to you?
What's important to me and my daughter, my family.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think was boring?
I don't know, probably my family. Most of my friends don't have families. I didn't plan on it, but I don't know. I guess it's boring to some people. It's not for me.
Alright, thanks a lot for your time. What do you think of when you think of America?
Repulsed.
What's,
and bored.
What's important to you?
Dream power and love.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is mundane?
Mundane. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I'm going to live rent-free for the next month and camp on the side of the river. Many people may think that that could be easily attained and may dream about it all the time, but just kind of push it aside as tangible and meaningless and mundane. But I think it's divine.
That's great. Can I do you?
Maybe. I don't know what to say for the last question at all.
You don't have to know what to say about any of it.
I didn't either. You just have to don't think about
Spicy or sweet? You ready?
Yeah.
What do you think of when you think of America?
I think obligedness and using more than needed.
And what's important to you?
Passion and following it, being able to be like a child and having adventures.
Okay. And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is mundane?
What else can I get for you?
Okay. Thanks, that's great. I appreciate your help.
What do I think of what?
What do you think of when you think of America?
I'm a little ambivalent, actually.
Okay, what's important to you?
What's important to me about America, or just what's important to me? I guess becoming older, I'm becoming less idealistic and optimistic about what I hope to see America be, and probably a little more disappointed and skeptical. So what's important to me has become much more self-focused and family-focused, and trying to take care of myself and my world.
Okay. What are you excited about right now that other people might consider mundane?
I am excited about art and music being created by other people, art that I am creating and developing, creating a better life for myself internally, which I think most people are more focused on outward creating a better life. And beauty and mundane objects. You're welcome.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Free.
All right. What's important to you?
My family.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Her pink coat.
All right. Thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
When I think of America, I think of the flag.
Okay. What's important to you?
My friends and money and love.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
I'm getting bubble tea.
You're getting what?
Bubble tea.
Right.
I think that's it.
Thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
Shithole.
What's important to you?
Freedom.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Hanging
hanging out with my friends, I guess. I don't know.
Great, thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
Leaving.
What's important to you?
Art.
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Sitting down and reading my book for hours on end.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you think of when you think of America?
Bullshit.
What's important to you?
Okay, I'll be back. Okay, your job. Lisa. I already did
And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
Going out with Angeline.
Going out what?
Angeline.
All right, thanks. What do you think of when you think of America?
I think that it's run by a bunch of Republican, stupid, crazy people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's important to you?
What's important to me about America or in general?
Whatever.
Life, man, and inspiring people. It's what I'm here for.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is boring?
Exciting? Music. People think that music is just noise and a headache unborn, but it's something that's already been born that should grow in your life. Music is inspiring, which connects to, you know, the meaning of people being here. I think everybody needs to find their own sort of inspiration to inspire other people to stop being brainwashed by America and all it's born for.
Great, thanks a lot.
Yeah, take care, dude.
You too.
What's your name?
Dominic.
Dominic, I'm Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you think of when you think of America?
A fake religious place.
Okay. What's important to you?
Music.
And what's exciting to you right now that other people might think is boring?
Summer.
That's beautiful, thank you. What do you think of when you think of America?
I think of an over-corporate place that needs to maybe do things to fix it.
Okay. What's important to you?
It's important to me. The main things that are important to me are probably my friends and music and making sure all my friends are safe.
Okay. And what are you excited about right now that other people might think is boring?
What am I excited about? I'm excited about the fact that I might get a move to San Francisco.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good answer, though. All right. What do you think of when you think of America?
Well, if you asked me that 20 years ago, I'd probably been a lot more positive about it. But I don't know. I have issues with it, you know, what's going on here personally. But I think we need to mind our own business, really. You know. Yeah. So we don't need to be policing everybody. That's horseshit.
Okay, what's important to you?
Important to me right now? Important to me is trying to retain our constitutional rights and our freedom or whatever. We got too much Big Brother coming down on us right now. I think that's horseshit myself. You're not putting this word for word now, are you?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
What's this for the paper?
No, it's just, I'm not exactly sure.
You're not sure? Well, man, who are you? Let me see some ID here. You know, I don't want to get myself thrown in jail because of what I said.
Oh.
What's this?
It's 49.
Oh.
Okay. What's exciting to you right now that other people might consider mundane?
Exciting to me right now? I think probably maybe if I had my eyesight back, which a lot of people kind of take, their sight for granted. But I've been there and I know what sight is like, and I don't have it now, so I'd like to have it back. I guess that'd be more kind of exciting for me then.
I would expect so.
You'll be surprised how many people that look at me and just don't get it. You know what I mean? They see me coming down the street like this, right? Well, what does that tell you? You know, it's like they need to go to their doctor to see if their eye is connected to the brain, because their eye is seeing it, but the brain isn't registering. You know, and they stand there and they just look at me and don't say anything. I can hear better than I can see, but when your brain ain't working, you can't think of that either. So, but that's off the questions you were asking.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes I have to vent once in a while.
That's all right. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's no reason to make a movie. It's just simple observation of people. Anybody can do that if they want.